Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. We are 𝗃𝗏𝗏 Fraud and Disputes. And as you can see, we got into this space really with the mind of helping cardholders with their fraud. Ultimately, our goal is to help cardholders in this time that matters when they're struggling with their fraud happening. We can go ahead and throw it up on the screen here. As you can see, in our 8 years, we've helped over 7 million victims recover over $727 million of fraud, disputes, and merchant items. But we want to expand that, right? Today, we're introducing a new product offering of our proven QFD solution that allows us to be able to really get rid of two of the main impediments that some of our clients are seeing, and some of you in the audience may see, and that's time and money. Right? The time to implementation, how quickly you can go live, and how much that takes out of your budget. At the end of the day, there's an estimated over $40 billion that's been spent on fraud detection and prevention just in 2023 alone. We just heard the keynote from Peter about all the generative AI tools that are being built today to help financial institutions with this problem. Please invest. Go to Demo Row, meet those businesses. By all means, try to stop it. What we've seen across the industry year over year is, in spite of that investment, fraud has continued to rise. And so we're here to make this a moment that matters for your cardholders. Because ultimately, they're the ones that suffer. They're the ones that struggle with this. And everyone in this room, I think, is working to be that top of wallet competition. So what does that look like? As we go into our QFD solution, we keep in mind that this is an end-to-end solution for your fraud and disputes management. Everything from the intake process through the back office recovery and resolution. In intake, we're working to integrate into your core systems. We're doing, in our beta process that we're kicking off in Q1, we're going to be integrating into direct core systems and continuing to expand that ecosphere, working with those partners as we continue to deliver this in the marketplace. It'll allow us to pull in your cardholder information, their transactions and their accounts, and most importantly, to be able to get into our dynamic question set. Now, 𝗃𝗏𝗏's built this question set tailored to Visa and MasterCard's requirements, right? So every question here is going to be dynamically driven to ensure that in that first call with your cardholder, you're capturing everything that they need to make this a true one-call resolution. Not only do we have that question set built to those requirements, but every 6 months, I'm sure many of you know, Visa and MasterCard like to change those requirements just a little bit, just to keep us on our toes, right? Every 6 months, 𝗃𝗏𝗏 is actually doing all the development work to make sure that your solution stays up to date and in compliance with those association requirements. You never miss a beat, right? As we transition into the back office, we're working to automate this process of investigation. We're creating tasks to ensure that your agents are taking all of the necessary steps. And once we start into that investigation, not only are we telling you, hey, here's the recovery rights that you have based on the questionnaire, but here's all of the other recovery rights and whether or not you may have that ability to recover here. So as your agents are working, you can continue that chargeback process as you do today. If you're doing it in-house, we're going to help make that a more efficient process. If you're outsourcing it, now you will have a certain amount of certainty what you are sending to your processor to do that chargeback and what percentage you can start to recover on. Not only that, as you can see on the right-hand side here, we're going to keep you compliant to those regulation timeframes. Again, whether it's Reg E or Reg Z, whether it's a debit or credit account, could be Reg 10, Reg 90, Reg 45, Reg Z 60, not to exceed 90. I see at this point I've lost some of you. That's okay. Congratulations, you don't work in compliance. You're welcome. Your compliance partners, though, know the seriousness of this, and they will thank you for automating that. Not only do we automate those timers, but we have a robust audit trail so that at each step along the way, if and when those regulatory bodies come in and start asking questions, it's a very easy and seamless process to be able to let them in, give them access into your solution, and make sure that you're doing everything you can. At the end of the day, we want to bring it back to your cardholders. As Greg just talked about, right? He bought his knockoff Gucci wallet. Good for him. My wife tried to do the same thing. She's like, but there's a Marc Jacobs bag, please. Don't bring wives on work trips. That's all. It's a lesson learned. I made the mistake. But Greg just told me backstage, he's like, yeah, I got rid of my cab driver wallet, and I've got 2 cards in there now. Everyone in this room is trying to be that top of wallet option for your cardholders. Nobody's going to a financial institution thinking, oh my goodness, you protect me from fraud? No one else does that. Everyone expects that. Fraud and disputes is not how you win new cardholders. But I can promise you, if you do it poorly, it's absolutely how you lose them. Our goal is to make this easier for you, for your agents on the phone, for your branch workers, for your back office investigation teams. But most importantly, our goal is to make this better for your cardholders. We want to take this 7 million and get it into the hundreds of millions. We want to take this 727 million in recovered and get into the billions. Fraud is going to continue. Try as we might, we're putting our finger in the hole in the dam, but fraud is continuing. All of the cool AI things that Peter just showed us in his keynote, guess who else is using them? Somebody in his basement that's taken the easy way out. Please, come and visit us at our booth. We're both on Demo Row. We're also in booth 205 down below. And if I can ask one last question in favor, Greg mentioned voting for Best in Show. You get 3 votes. Please make Quavo Fraud and Disputes one of those 3. Thank you, and have a great day.